Hey guys, it's Jack. Welcome back to my channel. Today, um, I'm just back, I'm feeling so good. I am doing so much better than ever. So just wanted to be like, hey guys, what's up? It's Jack. Yeah, it's been some time, but all roads lead back to That's So Jack. So what's up? I hope you've been well. I have been really, through it all, but back out the other ends. And I'm feeling so good. I'm feeling motivated. I'm feeling clear headed. I'm feeling aligned with who I truly am and was. Uh, Sometimes you fall off course for a little bit, and then sometimes, well, hopefully you make your way back, and I for sure have. So I'm really excited to be able to say that. Um, I am 1.5 years sober from alcohol. Ooh, and I'm sober fully from everything in this, anything toxic, anything bad, drugs and alcohol. I did take a little longer for some of the other things, but it started with alcohol that I kicked first, which was very difficult for me. I come from a family of alcoholism, so I fell into the trap myself. It wasn't all at once. It was slow and steady, and it got to a point where I was not able to function without it. So I had to kick the can, bite the bullet, whatever. And it was quite a difficult time in my life. But what really motivated me was knowing who I can be, who I really am, who I want to be, all of my potential, and not wanting that to go wasted any longer. I really put it into perspective when I started to reflect on how some of the things in my life changed and weren't really going how I wanted them to. And then I really just felt like I was in such a good place at one point in my life that I wanted to get back there. And in order to do that, I figured that giving up all of the substances that I could, weirdly, I also gave up caffeine. I called that part of it, I called the Dochi method. Because Dochi said that when she was manifesting and preparing, to win her Grammy, she gave up everything, including caffeine. So I said, whatever, I'm gonna be a Dochi method. I'm gonna follow her lead. And that one's not necessary, but I don't really need it. It's so weird. Like, I go throughout my day, and I don't need it. I have some really solid practices in place that I feel like really help ground me and help solidify all my decisions to be more focused. Meditating, journaling, that's a big one that I do. Every morning I journal to myself, which is so grounding. It's so interesting to connect to yourself on a piece of paper. No one else matters. It's actually it's my favorite part of my day. It's like, I feel so safe there. I sometimes don't want it to end, and sometimes I write further, like longer, but it's really cool to just be able to connect to yourself before the rest of the world gets into your head. Before I check my phone, I really don't even spend a lot of time on my phone. That is something that I do for my own well-being. I think once I'm a little bit stronger and feel a little bit more confident in what I'm doing, then maybe I can look at some other things on my phone and see what other people are doing. But I know myself pretty well now, and I do what's best for me. And that's kind of what I encourage anyone that wants to feel good about themselves again. I encourage you to do that. Not everyone has to give up alcohol and give up everything that they might do for pleasure, but I do know that some of us who aren't able to find quite a balance, or just don't want to waste the potential that we have, it's necessary, and it's a really good feeling. and I feel very strong and proud, and I find a lot of my strength in that. You know, it was an adjustment, and I don't really I don't do as much as I used to, but I do a lot more for me, you know? I don't find myself being conflicted with a lot of different energies and not, you know, doing things just because I feel like I should. I do a lot that's just for the benefit of me, and I think that's okay. You know, I really didn't ever know how I was gonna get into like a night routine without either smoking or drinking, and it took some time, but it's like so weird. Your brain really will lead you back to kind of just like the simple life that we knew. Yeah, I feel like our minds, it's like crazy. They can really give you back what we once knew as so simple. Like, I'm really resorting back to who I was probably like in high school or before. Like, not necessarily maturity wise, but just the ability to like find comfort and peace in like a nice relaxing evening at home, and just like watching something and being around my family and cats, and like those are the things that feel okay now. And like I was really scared. I didn't know how that was gonna happen, because once you leave that nest, like you start going out, you start doing all these different things, and you kind of carve out this different lifestyle where like being at home doesn't sound that fun. But it's really been working out for me. I don't know. And I don't really think about what I'm not doing, and I just kind of focus on what I am doing, because I have a lot to be proud of and just a lot to be thankful for. So yeah, I just kind of wanted to give this update because I'm going to be making some videos that detail my story. I have kind of a plan for it. I am gonna try not to be a perfectionist about it, but I wanted to open back up my story that is gonna be a little long, and I'm gonna go through it all, and I'm gonna tell you guys the truth, and it might be a little shocking. And now I have this like cat like irritation. Anyways, hey guys, what's up? It's Jack. I just did that in the mirror and I said, what the fuck? Let me get out my camera and just like, let me just do this really quick and see if I like it. If I do, you'll see it. And if I don't, I'll make those other videos and you guys will be pretty, like, don't be alarmed because I'm okay now, but you might be alarmed while watching it. All right, I'll see you guys soon.